In this video, we briefly overview the protocol for the lung protective ventilation group of the IMV domain on the practical platform. In the lung protective ventilation arm, the patient can be placed in any volume cycled or pressure targeted mode of ventilation, including pressure control, volume control, and pressure support. The plateau pressure and the tidal volume must be measured with each routine ventilation rounds. The expiratory occlusion pressure should be measured once in the morning and once during night shift, although it is not used for the purpose of titrating ventilator settings. The targets for this group include maintaining a tidal volume of 6 ml per kilogram predicted body weight as much as possible. If deemed necessary, tidal volume can range from 4 to 8 mL per kilogram predicted body weight. The plateau pressure must be less than or equal to 30 centimeters of water. The pH must be kept above 7.15, and the respiratory rate less than or equal to 35 breaths per minute. Using the QR code on the domain-specific instruction sheet, you will be directed to the app that will help guide you through the protocol. You can use the online protocol app to help guide you through the protocol to make sure that the patient is on target. The app can be accessed on your mobile device using the QR code on the bedside protocol reference card. To access the app via the platform website, go to www.practicalplatform.org, click on the Resource tab, and then subsequently select the Decision Support tool. Here we see an example of the guidance from the app when the patient is on target. Once the ventilator settings are entered, the app will calculate the tidal volume in mils per kilogram of predicted body weight, then state if the patient is on target or suggest any changes if required. Here we see an example of guidance from the app when the patient is not on target. In this case, the tidal volume is too high and should be decreased as close to 6 mL per kilogram predicted body weight as possible to follow the protocol. On this slide, you will find an example of a screenshot from the app where the patient is triggering the ventilator. In this case, the patient is found to be on target according to the protocol, but the app has advised that the patient may meet readiness to wean criteria as defined in the protocol. Once the patient recovers from respiratory failure, the intervention can be discontinued. The criteria for discontinuing the intervention are as follows. The patient should be triggering the ventilator continuously. The FiO2 must be less than or equal to 40%. The PEEP must be less than or equal to 8 centimeters of water. The saturation greater or equal to 90%, and the inspiratory pressure, which is computed as the peak pressure minus the PEEP, has to be less than or equal to 10 centimeters of water. If the ventilator settings increase for more than 2 hours, the patient goes back on the intervention. This continues for up to day 28 after randomization. If a patient is extubated and then reintubated before day 28, the ventilation strategy still applies until day 28.